My ex-captain and his job offer, I work on yachts as a stewardess and deckhand. Basically, I clean, help navigate, and make sure everything runs smooth while rich people vacation on million-dollar boats. My last job was supposed to be a dream gig on this beautiful 20-meter yacht, but it turned into an actual nightmare. The captain and the chef were dating each other. Big red flag right there. He was French and had the worst body odor I've ever smelled, like he hadn't showered in weeks. She was Spanish, didn't speak English, and had this permanent angry look on her face. Both of them were incredibly lazy. The chef literally refused to cook. Her one job, the entire reason she was hired. Every single day she had some excuse. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, we're moving so I can't cook. Oh, we're docked so I can't cook. Meanwhile, I'm working 12-hour shifts while she's laying on the deck getting a tan. There was no fresh food on board because she wouldn't prepare anything. I was living off crackers and canned soup while doing all the actual work. The captain was just as bad. He'd sit around doing nothing while I scrubbed decks and handled all the equipment. They were both just collecting paychecks and letting me do everything. I lasted 3 weeks before I quit. My contract was until October 15th, but I quit on September 30th. The contract said I had to give 7 days notice, which meant I should have gotten off the boat by October 6th. We were in Corsica when I quit, and the plan was to sail to the Canary Islands. The idea of being stuck at sea with these two people for over a week with no food made me want to jump overboard. The next day after I quit, we left for the Balearic Islands. I figured I'd get off in Palma or Formentera. 3 days later, we arrived, and the captain completely avoided talking about me leaving. Every time I tried to bring it up, he'd walk away or ignore me or tell me to leave him alone. Then we started heading to southern Spain. I tried again to talk to him. I said, look, I need to get off in southern Spain, but I can't get off in Gibraltar because I have a Colombian passport and I need a visa to enter UK territory. That's when his whole attitude changed. He started insisting that I had to get off in Gibraltar. He knew I couldn't legally enter. He knew I could get deported. I think he was doing it on purpose to punish me for quitting. I showed him official immigration information proving I needed a visa, but he kept saying Gibraltar is Spanish territory and Schengen area, which is completely wrong. I was exhausted from doing solo watches for 3 days straight. The chef still wasn't cooking, so I was starving. I was terrified of getting immigration problems, which could ruin my whole career. And there was barely any Wi-Fi because we were so far from land. Other crew members I contacted told me to call the Coast Guard because I was being held against my will. It was Sunday, so the management company wasn't answering. I had no choice but to contact the owner of the yacht directly. Luckily, the Wi-Fi worked just long enough for me to explain everything. The owner was amazing. He immediately said I would get off the next day in southern Spain and that everything would be fine. Then he called the captain. Apparently, he was furious with him. I knew the captain would come yell at me, so I started recording on my phone. He came up to the flybridge screaming at me, telling me I was unprofessional for calling the owner, threatening not to pay me my salary, insulting me. Then he tried to grab my phone out of my hands twice. The second time he made this motion like he was going to hit me in the face. I hid my passport and my valuables. I told my family what was happening. I locked my door every time I went to my cabin because I was terrified. I'm alone at sea with two people who hate me, and they're a couple, so they're going to back each other up no matter what. The next day, I finally got off in Fuengirola near Malaga. I waited until I got paid, then I reported him to the management company, the flag state, and the owner. He denied everything to the owner, but I had recordings of him threatening me. Here's where it gets good. The yacht was heading to the Caribbean for the season, so the captain needed to replace me, and I made absolutely sure that wouldn't be easy. The yachting world is a tight community. We all know each other. We have Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups where we share information about bad captains and dangerous yachts. I talked to every stewardess and deckhand I know. I told them exactly what happened. They started ignoring his emails, canceling interviews, dropping out of the application process. It's been a month, and he still hasn't found anyone to replace me. In yachting, that's insane. Usually someone gets hired within 2 days and they're on board within 3 days. But nobody wants to work for him now. The girl before me only lasted 20 days. I lasted 3 weeks. Word spreads fast in this industry. He can't find anyone willing to deal with him and his lazy girlfriend. And I'm perfectly fine with that.